Look at that pink shirt. I got smart with a steadier tripod in case the breeze gets to this. Okay, so this is dumb. Okay. Ooh, I know. I'll just get a box. How about a wicker basket? Even better. Okay. Put all of that in there. And we go forth into the backyard. $5.
Okay.
Oh, and what I wanted to say is fill it up with hot water. And I'll just do it for you because I have the touch.
Okay.
My water bottle is filled with hot water right now. And so this is what I do. Hot water, I just do this just for like, why not? Just disinfect it. And then you can even like give it a little swirl. And now you've just like done a quasi clean of it because scalding hot water will just obliterate.
Oh, that's gone.
Scalding hot water will, destroy bacteria and stuff. Okay, and now about right here, boom, cold water. And yours is not. Is this insulated? Anyway.
Yeah.
That should get okay. Test that.
Seems hot.
Well, it is.
You know,
Too much. Cool it off. Make it happen.
okay.
You know what to do. Empty out some of it. Okay. Oh, and I want this for later. No, I can leave that there. Ooh, 17 stroke rolls. Love it. Okay. Ooh, that looks like his handwriting. Okay. Basket. Yeah, and I want to, we'll include this in the basket too. Okay. Henceforth, backyard. This is so janky. This is the bottom of a mic stand, and mic stands are very heavy, so they act as nice supports, as you know.
I'm taking records. One with George Strum, and we're learning to make a drum set.
Excellent. Excellent. All good knowledge, especially from the master. Have you ever seen Stone play drums?
No.
You should. Okay. You can tell him, you can embarrass him in front of the whole class. You can say, hey, Sam says, you know how to lay down on some skins. I want the sun in my face, not your face. So we'll go here. And not too far back this time. Oh, I know. We'll just use. Okay. This is your mound. This is your center spot. So then I will frame you according to you standing on your pitching mound.
So that's by you?
I will take it down there. For now, I want to get you in frame. I can come way closer. Okay. And did I smudge the lens? Always wipe off the lens. Always wipe off the lens. Oh, I came undone here. Put this up on mound so it's more centralized. Push the duct tape back down. Okay. I take this. Oh, this one's mine. Of these three, you have some choices. Put that on. Throw this in there, into the pocket. Bam. Okay, now try that one on. This one got cobwebs in it. These are old mitts. Okay, I'll try that one. The stiffer the better, actually.
Yeah.
For this heavy ball. I mean, mine is so worn in. It's just like, okay, feel mine. This is ridiculous. And put both index and ring in the middle finger there. I'll guide your hand. Yeah. Okay, now feel that. It's just like, boom, it's super floppy. So anyway, it's an extra challenge for me.
Right.
But since it is heavy, the stiffer the, and then it's not gonna hurt at all.
This one's pretty stiff.
Okay. Whatevs. Should be able to catch a ball with any glove you put on. Even with a right-handed glove. Okay, we won't start too far away. Hot water is just better for the soul. Because you want to think of your am I in frame? Yeah. Am I like right on the edge? No. Perfection. This is my calling as a cinematographer. I have a photography business, by the way. It's a side hustle. Okay. Back to basics. Just face me straight on. Tilt the camera so that it's like, push it like 10 degrees to the left. See how it's not straight? There we go. Okay. Straight forward. We're going to break it down. And then I'm going to gradually step further and further back, which then gives you an incentive to have to use technique to get it to me. All right, just the trading of the places. The hand is forward, the elbow is back, the elbow comes and takes the place of where the hand was. Fling it over here. Yes. Okay, shoot it as a basket, like right in front of you. And then we'll go along the spectrum to throwing it like a baseball. You can even like pull your elbow in like you're actually taking a, a real shot. Put some lift into the calves to get it a little bit further if you need it. Added energy, kinetic linking. We have a chain here and I pull it, each one is then getting subsequently pulled. Same thing here, like I turn here, I turn here, I turn there, I turn here. Everything is subsequently getting now tightened and under extreme amount of tension and wants to correct back to normal position. Okay, now shoot it like a basket but to the side. As opposed to under your face where you would do it as a basketball player. So shooting a basket is essentially catapulting. It's shooting the basket is this and doing a shot put is just, you know, no one ever turns on shooting a basket unless you're Larry Bird and you're going for a crazy shot. No one ever turns on a basket. They just want to be framed up and have it be as consistent as possible. But shot putting and shooting a basket are the same motion. You know, one is more up and shot putting is more out. You know, based on the weight of the thing you're trying to do. All right, for the sake of good physical education, shot put this thing to me. Just push it. Know what not to do. This is how you throw. But not for long. And to say that you just straight up shot put is me throwing you under the bus unnecessarily. You're close. You're on the cusp. And given the progress that I've seen over, this is our 12th lesson. By the way, I uploaded 2 of your videos today. I finally just asked ChatGPT how to expedite the process because it's annoying, which is why I don't do it. And I have no ambition apparently to, you know, make money from YouTube. I haven't even conceived of it. I don't even know what the user policy is. Like I haven't even monetized my video. I don't know what that means. I'm just using YouTube as a host for my portfolio. Host for your portfolio. So I just had a student depart. He quit his job and moving out of town, I think, and so he's moving on to a whole new life. And I had him for about 50 lessons, realistically, a lot. And he progressed insanely because he was already physically fit. He's just an Adonis. He invited me to a sauna thing at the beach. You know, I saw him with his shirt off. He's just like a 10-pack right in front of him. 1 meal a day, dinner, just, you know, yoga holds and all this kind of stuff. Just slow movement. If you want to get strong, like lift a weight strong, you got to move slowly. Like doing a push-up, you just want to literally just do it slowly. And because time under tension, the amount of time that takes is what builds muscle, not the amount of reps. Yes, how you guys met. And so what I'm going to do now that he's like officially, you know, done for a phase, maybe he'll be back. Now I'm going to make a compilation video of day 1, day 2, and make a short out of it. I just make it 60 seconds and just take, you know, say there's 50 lessons, take 2 6-second clips each, add them all up, and then make this very satisfying, you know, our attention to, our ability to keep attention, for you guys to focus, you Gen Zers, or what is your generation? Is that the same thing as a Zoomer? Yeah. Okay. What am I saying? I'm saying get strong. That's what I'm saying. You have the physique to be, if you wanted to, if you had been around, you know, as a 30-year-old man in the year 2007, when the year 300, when the movie 300, this is Sparta. You see that?
I haven't seen it, no, but I'm familiar.
Oh my God. You want inspiration to get your man on, to get fit, go watch 300. Watch Rocky 1 and 2 and 300. If you want some, like, something to get you pumped up, to get pumped up, those 3 films. It was a total phenomenon in 2007. I didn't see it either when it came out. What was I doing in 2007? Not going to the movie theater. And so I watched it later, and then I was like, oh shit, I see now why it's a cult classic. Yeah, I'll watch those three. Okay. Now, add a little bit of a turn in there, and like proceed it by going back, and then allowing my hip goes, therefore my arm goes. My hip goes again, therefore my arm goes. Yes. All right. I'll move back. Yes. All right. Yeah, that one would look better because it was more, you turned in the shoulders more. This is how not to throw. Like, what was that? I just threw it that way because I'm facing that way. You want to face your shoulders facing square what you're aiming at the point of release. And you probably overturned, which is why that thing went over here. Yeah. That one had more of a pitcher's curl to it. And just do out while we're doing this, we might as well just incorporate the left hand. Just start open, start here, and then as this comes forward, just turn it into your armpit. Doesn't have to be super violent, just pull that in, given that that's going to be the motion. Yeah. Now, we have it on video. We can like analyze the exact vector of where that ball was. It was a lot lower, but it got to me because it had more speed on it. That was nothing. Even from this restricted position, that was nothing. Yes, hit me in the face. Don't move. It's not gonna hurt you. It's not gonna hurt you. Okay. Don't put your arm down. Don't catch this. Okay, a little bit further away. See, doesn't hurt you. Throw it to me. Just underhand. Ugh. Okay, it's not gonna hurt you. Oh, I should have warned you. I was gonna throw it harder there. But you're ready for it. On your dot. There we go. Yes. Instantly better. We have proof. What was that? 10 minutes ago. Now you're moving like you could seriously get a ball to me when I walk way over there. Yes. All right. I'll face forward. Just this alone. We haven't even talked about like this and turning and everything, and then even running and you know doing a hop step thingy to get extra kinetic energy into it. Pre-momentum. It might hurt you if you let that hit you, but only for a moment.
Yeah, not like a rock.
Just protect the jewels. Yeah. There's not going to be concussion from this. You're not going to lose any teeth.
Stick. Full stick.
Yeah. Okay. Now turn 45 degrees. And make sure you're under your feet. Like anytime there's a rock or any tiny little, any little discrepancy, like make yourself a pad. Make yourself a little mound there. You want every footfall to feel just as consistent as it would be with your feet on a pedal of a bass drum and a hi-hat. Okay, now let's just see what happens from here. Turn, you know, twist, twist, same thing as before, but now only in a different position. Now in a different orientation. And now we're going to think turn, we want to turn our, consciously now, turn our shoulders toward the target. Yes. See? Watch. Watch what we're going to do in 20 minutes. Maybe it's already been 20 minutes. How do you like to run my mouth? Way better. Okay, now I'm going to give you an incentive to make the technique even better by forcing you to heave it a little further. Yes. I'm going to slowly start ramping it up, the speed. FYI. Yeah, good. Ooh. I saw your whole head. I saw your hair stay in one place and your head goes another place. Whack against that hard glove. Okay, now what I want you to think about is, okay, drop that. Start by just going like this. Straight out. You're just cutting the 50 in the air. Exact point on the y-axis. Okay, now turn that to where you're doing something like this now. But keep it at one plane. Pretend you're like in the middle of a big dish and you're just hovering your arms slightly a few inches above that dish and you're keeping that as consistent as possible. Exactly. Now make the angle more severe. Okay, now change the direction. Now come over the top towards me and now do this. And what I want you to feel is I want you to feel the blood pooling up in your hands because they're getting thrown out. The blood is just going, ooh, at the end of the bag, my blood bag here. And so feel that, like, my arms I'm not using my shoulder muscles at all. I am merely throwing my entire upper armature here with just being flung from my own body. All right, do that silly move. Just stand in one spot and then just like be Jim Carrey about it. Yeah. But now like truly let go. Yes. Now turn and get your hand to be flung out. Yeah. It went, there was no muscles happening here. Okay. Consciously only use, this and down to, just make this like super loose. Okay, now throw your arm. Let's imagine if boxers could only box with their leg muscles, and it was just like one of these, like they're just like flinging at each other. You know how stupid that would be? But that would be great training for getting loose enough to be able to play drums on a world-class level. Yes. Yeah. See how that just comes over? Now, get it to come over the top. Yeah, okay. Now get it to come here and then do this. Make it do this dish right here. Totally dead arm. Yeah, okay. Now, get down and then turn turn here. Yeah, so that is your heel, your ankle, your foot is what is the initial chain pull. That's the first link getting yanked on. Everything's now building up from here, and then that builds and that builds, and that puts pressure on here, which then causes that to have pressure on here. And then I'm all coiled back, and I got nowhere to go. I want to self-correct. I want to be here. And so it's just like, ugh, I Gumby myself back into position. But I have to have some muscle behind it because otherwise, you know, I can't just be totally Gumby about it. I have to maintain some structure depending on the technique of sport I'm playing. Okay. Now, put your arm on your shoulder here, or even on your chin. And now, do this. Okay. Watch the, okay, let's do it side by side. I am you projected out. This is you looking at yourself. So this foot goes, and my target is that way. Foot goes, that turns this, and this is still here. It's still like not having, but it's starting to go. It's starting to, and right here, right when I stretch out fully, when that leg is fully back and this arm is fully, and when I'm like the end of the rope, right there, I can't reach any further. That's where I let go of the ball. So, what was I doing? So here, and then as you're turning, then just let your elbow just come undone. Like just let your hand just fall away from your face as you turn. That was a hell of a lot better. Now turn your whole body more. Get so that your shoulders are square that way.
Okay.
That was different. That's on the right. Okay, let's see what happens with that. Where's that ball? I have it. Do I? Yes. Okay, so just be in that position now with a real ball. Start here, and then just uncoil, and then really turn, and then let this just fall as you do it. But think this too, over the top. Well, I'll exaggerate the motion. Yeah, and that went farther than I imagined you thought it would, regardless of the direction it went. Aiming is the hardest part. We're just getting to the throw. Forget about where it goes. Don't be self-conscious about that. I just want trajectory. I want a moonshot. Yes. Okay, now I don't have it be so loose. Now I actually tighten it up a little bit and precede yourself. Yes, you are a whip, but actually each link is consciously flexing. There is muscle going on. Now tighten it up. Yeah. And really think, and this is gonna, okay. And now the last part is now whipping your wrists. Just like when we do drumsticks, whip that thing down. Very little power, very little effort from my body visually, but it's coming. Boom! I throw my hand out, and as soon as my elbow pops, then my wrist comes forward, and then my fingers come forward as a result, right? It's all linked. Kinetic linking. Yeah. That looks like Looney Tunes. It looks like Looney Tunes good form. Like, see how that was just super loose and it took me forever to like get there? Tighten it up. Yeah, okay. I want to see boom at the end. I want that arm thrown out. Let's do that a few times in the air. Just start here, and as you turn your shoulder, just pop that out. And like I want you to hear your body make a sound. Not this. It's getting thrown. Okay, as soon as you start to go forward, that's when you let go. Right now. I saw more whippy there. Yeah, now put a ball in your hand and do that. Throw that ball out this way and then hook it at the last second with your fingers down. That's what I'm talking about. Now turn your whole body like this. I'll exaggerate. Turn towards me now. Yes. Now we're going to be able to go somewhere a little bit further away with no effort because of the application of technique. Yes. Now allow it to come like really far back. Like put your shoulder down and really come over the top with it. Like even you even just exaggeratingly like turn back this way so that you're coming over the top. Yeah, and that went crazy far. Big surprise. You didn't even mean to because you didn't realize that the sum of those parts was going to add up to something productive. Now, okay, I know how to do it. I know how to do this. Let's start at the very end and then back it up. So the very end looks like this. Then now let's just back it up just to here and then throw it. Yeah, now just slightly back with just enough momentum. Yeah. And even here, I'm still turning. Hey, Shirley. Hey, kiddos. Yeah, yeah, exactly. And now have your hips forward and your shoulders forward at the end of that. Woo. And this here. And then just rewind it a little bit. Yeah, now just rewind a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, that looks like a shot from a baseball card, you know, coming down the barrel at you. Those, you know, what the batter sees pictures. Okay. And now, like now notice what you're doing. You know, have your mitt that way, and then you're like, you can come this way just to like really exaggerate, and then just twisting it in. Yeah, that's. And so now you're gonna back that up. And I'm gonna be forward too. I'm not gonna be settled back on two things, like I'm really pushing out with my toe. Because I'm coming this way, my leg is coming this way to finish off the, the MLB pitch. Okay, I was here, because I started here. So I'm just rewinding that. Yes. Started here. Yeah, closer. Yeah. Okay. Now bring it back to here. And then turn the hips. Turn the hips first. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, but now you're throwing your arm out this way. Like you're throwing it up and away, like you're throwing a ball from outfield. You're still at the same, but then you just keep on turning and don't let go of it. You let go of it a little bit later and keep the hook onto it a little bit later so it goes down and straight for a pitcher, as opposed to, letting it go now for the, throw from center field to home plate. He's lobbing it essentially with just as much force as the pitcher throwing a fastball, if not more. Especially since they have a running start. They get a little hop step into it. Okay. Now put your foot back. So you're gonna now lift it and then go to this. So now, or actually just start here. Just start with a little lift. And then you just put your foot down. So start here. Put your foot down and then start the motion. Yeah. Have this out. Really let that whip. I want to see it like, boom. I want to see that still. But you got to be more turned around before you let it go. Not this. This. Yeah, that had a lot more power on it. You weren't even trying. Yeah, this is called the wind up. All this like thrusting the body in opposite directions, in the directions opposite of where the body is about to go. Like if I'm going to go this way, I can come back first, right? Yeah. Now release it out here. Now tighten up your swing. Now consciously move. Now consciously use your muscles. And know that there are muscles involved, of course. And it's a combination of those muscles now tightening at the pace that accelerates the body as fast as possible. So you're now slowly flexing everything, and everything is just at full capacity and fully stretched at the release point. All right. You let this come back too soon. You let your elbow drop too soon. It's not this. It's still here. And it's still here as you're turning. But then as you're turning, then this gets released. Yes. Yeah. Now turn your body more towards me. Turn those hips and shoulders toward me. That, folks, what's the timestamp? That. 41 minutes? I'll take it. Yes. Tighten it up. Yeah. That was me really tightening it up at the very end. Like, that was me tightening it up too much, which is why you got caught off guard. Okay, I'll just start halfway through the stroke. I'll start here. Watch out, here it comes. So I even have that much power just in the end of it. Just start from the halfway point. Yeah. All right, now do the whole thing, stop in the middle, and then proceed. A little pause. Yes. All right, here it comes. Boom. Yes. Yes. Now keep some extra tension in your fingers to curl that down. That might have been a dead leg at least if it hit the thigh. Yes. Keep the fingers even tighter. Oh, don't you love it when it hits the pocket perfectly? Perfect percussion. Quality of sound is determined by the quality of the strike. So to play in the pocket there, boom, that's a nice sound. Because it's full contact, not partial contact. Full contact, full weight, full chi, even in the small notes. Yes. Yep. And I could tell that you kept your fingers hooked and tighter, which is why it went straight to the ground. So now compensate. Now a little bit less. Yes. Don't be afraid of it. Put your face right in front of your glove when you catch that. Watch. I'll catch it. I'll catch it with my face. Like, I'm looking down the barrel at it. Like, that's no fear. I'll just lob it to you. Catch it right in front of your face. I'll give you a good throw. Yeah. And now, let's do it again. Now this time, don't blink. Keep your eyes open. That was a fair blink after you thought you may drop, it was coming towards your head. No blink. Catch it with your teeth. Your hair is going to cause you to blink inadvertently. There you go. Catch the ball like that every single time. None of this dodging it. Say that sentence again. Trust in yourself. You are becoming knowledgeable of your own abilities. And abilities that you didn't know you had. This is why you're here. Yes. All right. Let's go drum. That looked pretty damn good. You carry a basket. I'll carry thingamajig. Yeah, baby. 45 minutes. You saw it. That's pretty good, didn't it? All right. Okay. You just leave when you want to. If you just stayed, we would be up till midnight. You just come and go as you please. How about that? And I always put my most ambitious students as the last lesson of the day so that we have the opportunity to go into the night like Jahan and I did many times. We're going to like 9:30 towards the end there. Like 4-hour lessons, he was into it. He was getting good. Okay. This. This light. I'll put that up on the table. Nothing like having a good, crazy bright light to change the ambiance of a room. Not just to see. Light isn't just for seeing, but it's also for setting a mood. Lighting makes or breaks an interior. With lighting, you can make it look like a horror house, and then a horror house. And different lighting, you can make it look, super crazy elegant. Same room, different lighting. Okay. Okay, that's right. I'm glad I wrote this down. My lesson plan says push-ups, pillows. We'll do pillows after. But push-ups, especially while we're warm, because if you do push-ups, like if you do something heavy, cold, then you're hurting yourself. Okay.
I try to stretch every morning and do 30.
Try to. So that means you fail sometimes?
Most of the time. Today, I'm saying that because today I didn't. Because I had stuff.
Stuff.
Stuff, yeah, always comes.
Okay, you know what stuff that is? Other people's stuff.
That's true.
Obligations. Now, you obliged yourself, so you got to fulfill your promise, but, it's up to you to take the obligation initially or not. I'm good. I got practicing to do. I'll see you later, boys. You know, come to us to the beach. No, I got practicing to do. Come. I did that so many times. That's why I got good. And although I was decently social. Okay. Let's do this. Yeah, I don't even need it on this stand right here. Okay. Push-up time. Okay, stand up. I want to get us a good frame for demonstrating the push-up. Okay, so we'll just go at this angle right here. Okay. So, show me a push-up position. Just be there. Okay. Good. Yeah, you seem to be straight. Now hold it there. And also flex every muscle in your whole damn body. Minus your face, just to be like extra attentive to not crunching up the face, because you want that to be like relaxed throughout your whole life. You know, the majority of the hours of your day, you want your face relaxed. But everything else, everything down, the heel, the whatchamacallit, the calves, the everything is, and like even like tip this way, but resist it here, like prevent your, like teeter, but then prevent it by engaging those shin muscles, right? You can just like make it ridiculously flexed unnecessarily, and now do a push-up with all that held, with an exhale. Okay, lift this slightly. Yeah, now go. Butt up a couple more inches. Yeah, and keep this flexed to keep that bow shape. If you're gonna do push-ups one way or the other with your butt up or down, better to be slightly up. Because slightly up is what actually becomes looking straight and is straight. If it feels like your butt's up. Yeah. Now do that crazy slow. He's shaking. And the shaking that you're experiencing, that's your muscles breaking apart so that they can grow back stronger the next day while you sleep that night after you ate, 4 eggs before you went to bed. You are what you eat. If you want to build muscle, you have to eat muscle. If you want to look proteined, you have to eat protein. Yeah. Now sit up, get your head up, take a breath, take a drink of water.
Okay.
Also, down like this versus up, or even this. I'm a fan of all three. I don't really like this one because I don't like that over stretch. I'd rather just stretch that manually, And so I like to go here. And now what that does, it actually makes me taller. Like now I'm even further away. Now that push-up is like crazy long and deep. Flexing my butt, flexing my abs, everything. Like if you sat on me, I might be able to hold you up. Doubt it. How much you weigh? 160.
I don't know. I haven't checked in a while. 165 sometimes.
All right, be 180 by the end of the 3 months. Totally doable, by the way.
The muscle size, not just eat a bunch.
You have to do both. You can work your brains out and not anything and not gain muscle.
Yeah.
You could not work out, eat a bunch of food, and not gain muscle. It's the combination of both. You have to give your body a reason to need all that food.
I've been trying to eat a good amount, every meal, lunch, larger meals, no snacks really in between.
beat a bunch of nuts. Like have a bag of nuts in your pocket all day and just like snack on that all day.
Okay.
That's a good little intermittent, krantz krantz. Krantz krantz is the Romanian word for munchies. Like, do we have any krantz krantz? Do we have any like crunchy things in the cabinet? Do we have any krantz krantz? It's a perfect word.
Yeah.
Keep nuts in your pocket. Avocados. Protein in other forms. Yeah, just eat a chicken breast in the morning, or a bunch of baby chickens, eggs. Either way, I wonder which is more muscle building, eggs or chicken. Like the cooked, the cooked adult or the cooked baby. Okay.
Ate about like 3-4 eggs a day.
Good. And if you eat an egg, at least one egg right before you go to bed, that's a good tactic too. You go to bed. You don't want to be eating at least 3 hours before you actually want to be falling asleep. Because if you're eating, you're just fueling your body to just be awake. So if you actually want to be sleepy by midnight, you got to stop eating at 9. But, one egg right before you go to bed, which I like to do, is I put it in a, insulated cup and blend it and then put hot water, like half a cup of hot water, and then you have a little bit of salt. Although salt gets you amped up, right? Salt is a pre-workout. Before you go to the track, like stop by McDonald's and get one of those salt packets and just hatch back some salt before you hit the wrong way. But of course it needs to be with water. The best way to do it is to just have sodium electrolytes, those supplement drinks, right? Or just every cup. I only drink water, and I only drink hot water because I'm a total snob. Because I can, and it's better. So I just do a few shakes of salt in there. The way your body absorbs water is by your little cells, these little bugs with a little mouth, and they drink the water. But if that water, that H2O, doesn't have sodium in it, it won't open its mouth. It's a salt fiend. Your cells of your body are sodium fiends. They only open their mouth when they get salt. That one tastes sweaty. I can taste the sweat in it, So at the very least, you go so you don't I wouldn't do a salt packet right before I went to bed, obviously. Then I'm amped and I can't go to bed. And sugar too, of course. What was I saying? Don't eat anything but 3 hours before you go to bed. Do an egg, maybe, maybe a chicken breast or something. And get proteins from other sources like avocados and nuts and plant-based proteins and steak. Chicken. That's the leanest.
Yeah. Might be a good time to tell you I don't eat meat.
Whatever. There are plenty of vegetarians who can get shredded. Ask ChatGPT, have it tell you what to do. Hey, ChatGPT, be my physical trainer. My name is Mark. I was born in the year da-da-da. I'm 170 pounds, 160 pounds, and I eat this normally. This is what I've been doing. What would you modify? And then hit return. Okay, up on your knuckles. Try another one. And this time, along with having everything being flexed, consciously relax your face and keep this straight, come with your head further back, stand. Yeah, there we go.
Do you have your arm like that or curled up like that?
Oh, I'm just on my fists. I'm walking around like a gorilla on my knuckles, knuckle dragging locomotion. Now, take a deep breath in, and then as you exhale, do the exhale for the whole thing, the slow down up. So it's going to be a really slow exhale. because you want the motion to be slow. So you can use a breath as your guide to, okay, now this time, crack a walnut between your shoulder blades. Like, flex the bejesus out of this when you get to the bottom. Yeah, flex is harder, flex. Yeah. I'm talking like flex every single muscle in your body. And now you're shaking just after 3 push-ups. If these were regular push-ups, you probably could have, gassed out 10 of them, bop, 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 in rapid succession like you did in PE, right? You've never done a push-up like this before. Slowly, because what's the phrase? Time under pressure. The longer you are under strain, because right now you're not under strain, or at least the muscles that you were just using to do this, because you go back to the set position. So now that this structure is locked, now you're just standing on stilts. But now you're breaking the stilts, but then in order for the stilts for you not to come crashing down, you got to flex these muscles and all this stuff. Now, do another one, but come put your hands a little closer and a little further back. Put them here. Yeah. Tight to the side. Mm-hmm. Yeah. This is what push-ups can be. And then, of course, you just do every exercise like this, and you'll be shredded. And every once in a while, you can throw in a few fast ones, just to mix it up between your slow twitch and your fast twitch muscles. But the fastest way to look killer at the beach next week is to do that. And all of the muscles, not just push-ups, not just building the chest, like you're some gym fiend from the 80s who's only thinking about, get swole here and they all had chicken legs. No, every muscle, if you want to work out every muscle. Okay, we're going to do this now. Grab 2 of those, bring them forth. 2 of the, just 1, 2, and okay. These. Now, center ourselves in the mirror. Okay. We might as well go down so that there can be action here. Okay. It was like a split screen without having to do any editing. Okay. Some for you, some for me. Oh, and how much time do we have?
I think we have it was like an hour.
Grab your phone because we're also going to use, you know what. Okay. Perfect. Right there. Oh, and then there needs to be more mirror. Push up pillows. This is the pillows thing. Okay, that should be good. Phone, gap click, bust it. All right, 2 pillows like this under your legs. Feet together, because you are going to hit these pillows now instead of the carpet. Give yourself a little bit more of a target. Okay. sticks, flip them over, choke way back. This is going to feel awful, but it'll be productive.
Okay.
No fingers. We're not going to do or open the hand at all. Consciously, unconsciously. Doing it by ourselves, having the stick open it for us. One of the two. We're not going to open the hand at all. And just come all the way down the bead where the pinky like locks into the bottom there. So you just like feel that notch. Let's get a mat going. Hit this pillow a few times and just like turn at the wrist only. Yeah, and no opening the hand at all. Like crush this intentionally. And now see how hard you can hit those things with your thumb on the stick. Don't make me beat you. No. A little slower. And let's go. Oh, we're in 2-4. Okay.
Roll exercise in 2-4.
What were you doing with 2-4?
Roll exercise, the thing Daryl sent me.
Oh. Okay. Beat the pillows. That isn't beating. That's just swatting at. Don't rush though. Tight hand. Well, I slowed us down. Count out loud. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Beat those things.
God, I'm losing steam with the wrist.
Okay, explain what that means.
Like,
Are you getting tight?
Yeah, getting tight, I guess. Yeah, it's like.
Is it sustainable? That's my point. Because you keep on going for an hour.
No.
So yeah, you're getting exhausted. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4. That was a little slow. And my elbow isn't bending at all. So yeah, this is forearm workout. Do it. And beat those things way louder. Don't turn the elbow. Okay, freeze. Be jelly. Only here. Don't turn the elbow at all. This is us starting from halfway, right?
Mm-hmm.
Don't turn the elbow at all. Only the wrist, no fingers. This is purely wrist thing. Yeah, keep that going. Actually, I want you to be further back, so bring these pillows further up. Because ideally this is just down, not reaching or pulling, holding back. All right. I think I'm going to move this. Hit your shoulders on the upstroke. Okay, we'll go slower. So we'll go no tempo at all. Now just do this. Like hit the outside curve of your shoulder. So you're not actually hitting any hard stuff. Just swipe the outsides of your arms. Now turn only the wrist. Okay. Okay, if we're only turning the wrist and we don't get to open our hands at all, and if we're only here, we only get to go this far, right? That's just wrist. Okay. Now go straight down. Now turn only the fingers. My wrists are down, but my fingers are out. Hold it out. Yeah. Now the wrist is turned. Okay. Back to playing position. Now turn the wrist. Notice, okay, and what's this angle? From here to there is essentially exactly a 90-degree angle. We're starting flat here as opposed to keeping on going. And so it gets to turn at about a 90. And where does the stick get to turn? About a 90. Yeah. So do that for yourself. Like show that to yourself in the mirror. Like throw the stick out. You know, kick it out. You kick it out with the back of your wrist. Just do this. You just kick it out with the back of your wrist to then open your fingers. Right? That's how we do that trick. Now, okay, now hold it out and do this with your stick. Keep that right across the whole top of the hand and make that super straight and like hold it there like it's a brace. And then just flip that. You could even start low just to like get it going, but then that opens up in the fingers, and it's only going at a 90-degree angle. I mean, I guess I could really go for it if I wanted to then sacrifice the integrity of me losing it here. I don't need to go that far anyway because I have the wrist and this to get it going. I have plenty of kinetic linking to get it going. I don't need to lose it in the hand. So now open with the fingers and turn the wrist. Ooh. Now what angle is that essentially? 180. Now you have some serious FU power with just the fingers and the wrist alone. Now, come hold yourself and whack that pillow with just the cocking back of the fingers and the wrists and whack. Yeah. And then, okay, let's see. Can I hit if I leave my elbows not turned, can I reach that back there? Yes, I can. So, do this. No, without touching the elbow. Oh, and let your arm go back. Are you? Is that weird feeling?
Kind of, yeah. It's like back is.
You're taller than me. This is like I could sit here for 9 hours. Okay, whatever. Get to your knees. Just get rid of this. As long as we have, the floor close to our midsection. Okay, we'll use the measurement of the tips hitting the shoulder area. You can even come and just hit the front part of your shoulders there, just down a little bit, not your bone. Just stick it in your pits. Actually, I like the outside of the arms better. That's the better trajectory because it's straighter with the arm. See that? If I'm coming up to here, now it's off angle from the forearm. When you hit, all of this is going that way. Like, resist me. Don't let me pull this away. Like, that's where it is when it's taut. Because there's weight this way when you're throwing it. That centrifugal force of that weight coming around. So if I did the stroke for you and just held back your elbow and I went straight out, that is as straight gets. I mean, as far as, we could maybe rulers, it's off an angle or 1 degree, but as far as the structure of your body ending to this precipice of your thumb meeting this, and that's where the hang-on point is, and I'm pulling straight out, that's what hits the thing. This is your mallet. So bam, when you're hitting that thing, you are straight. You're not this. You're not this. It wants to self-correct. It wants to fly out because it has that momentum. Drummer's baseball. That's why we're doing this. Okay, now I get some strokes going on and hit the sides of your shoulders. Okay, now allow your fingers to open up a little bit. Okay, I'll say dial up the, although I'm going to sit this way because that's just way super uncomfortable. Okay, now, as you're hitting, do a calibration. As I'm hitting, I can go from the spectrum to just wrists. Okay, I'll do it sideways. And then maybe here. Okay. So just keeping a pace going. And now, this is just fingers. Essentially, this is just wrist and no fingers. This is now, I'm going to slow my pace down because I can't sustain it like that and show the full spectrum. There's why slower, bigger, slower, faster, smaller. Now, this is a contribution of the fingers and the wrists. And then I have another link in the chain, the kinetic linking starting from the elbow, which is like turning the ankle, turning the foot when initiating the throw. So I can also initiate here now. And so now this has like no chance of survival. It's just getting knocked out because there's just too much potential energy stored here. Just do one. Just cock back and just, as if your life depended on it, you must, the king and the queen are in front of you, and you're in, Mr. Sir Rourke, if you do not split this pillow in half, off with your head. Okay. What are you going to do about it?
Do I start like this or start more?
Yeah, start at your shoulder. Okay, now on a very micro, you're so close. You're way closer with this than you are at throwing a ball. So at least there's that. But now, just like you were too loose, which I instructed you to be loose, because you got to start from there and then tighten up. You got to be broken down. You got to get super loose first, and then we can build you. And so you're allowing your body to do Jim Carrey, movements, which is good, because we have to be that relaxed when we're playing drums, or else nothing happens. So hit that thing. Okay, now tighten it up. Now engage your muscles in a shoo. Now put more like power into it now. Kill that pillow. That's nothing. Okay, should we play the decibels game? I'll start at your level too. I'll put my elbow, where your elbow is. I'm about up here. Okay, so we're at the same angle. All right. Beat my sound. I'm also knowingly, adeptly, educatedly slapping this. I'm basically doing a rim shot. So slap that thing to get the ultimate whap in the pocket. That's the ball in the glove's pocket. Yes. Start faster. Yes. Get out of the block sooner. Go for it. And also try to split it in half, like by hanging onto it and like pushing into it. Like cause as much trauma to this as possible. Yeah, that's a black eye at least. Now lift your elbow. Now lift your arm. Yeah, now you're using the weight. Now you're just using the fall of gravity to initiate. Now just drop. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yes. Now you look threatening.
Good.
You didn't look threatening at all prior to now. Yeah, you got to be a monster.
Also wanted to tell you about tickets to a jazz club in LA, the Baked Potato.
Yes, been there before. Good, great place.
Danny Carey is playing there.
Tell him. You can give him my card and tell him that I advocate his sticks. That we have his sticks, right there in the stick bag, and that I use them all the time on the kit, and that I believe that the heavier the stick, the better. In the beginning to learn, regardless of the type of sound I want, which is why different sticks exist, just to get different sounds.
I was thinking about George.
And speeds.
Yeah, George today brought out a symbol to talk about just a condenser mic and what it needs to capture. He couldn't find a stick, and I had my stick bag, so I let him borrow one. And he said, it's 7B. Most people use 7A, or 5B. Most people use 5As.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't say, he's like, you like a heavier stick. And I said, yeah. I didn't say why, but.
Well, impress him next time you see him by giving you a reason why. Which is the reason why I say a heavier stick is better. For learning with.
Yeah, I was
Yeah. Left hand. With just as much elegance. Now lift the shoulder a little bit and drop it even further. Yeah. Now do the biggest swing you could possibly do. Yeah, and notice you arch your back, and now you knew to add this turn into it as the initiator. Okay, arch your back and then consciously flex forward and then initiate. Yeah, whack. Uh-huh. Now be exaggerated with the right hand. Uh-huh. Yeah. Now the pillow has a chance of, busting open. It's not going to. I'd be very impressed. I would give you that pillow if you busted into it. That'll be your goal.
My sister has our first stick we broke in her room, taped to the wall.
Excellent.
Yeah.
She broke it?
It was collective. I I'd say. I think she was
Oh,
wanting
I
to
see.
broke it.
It finally like snapped, or like it finally like cracked.
Yeah, it was a hot rod though.
It didn't just like break. You
Uh,
didn't just do an outlandish like rim shot and it just like ting 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 and like flew away.
no, it yeah, overused. But yeah, it was a hot rod.
You can take a brand new stick and just instantly break it.
Yeah, it had been used a lot.
Yeah, it was already worse for wear.
Yeah.
Now do both hands at the same time. Okay, now hold it like you're seriously drumming with the thumb on, even across from the finger and everything. Hit it like you mean it and turn over a little bit more. Okay. Bop, 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 bop. Hit the quarter, the half notes here. Bop, 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 bop. That's nothing. Everything is leading to the flinging. You were throwing those sticks without letting go. This is drummer's baseball. You're just not letting go. Yes. I get now speed up so you can come even further back. Now like make it a more violent looking thing. Okay, but now that you're moving too much, now you're just becoming shot putty about it.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's slow that down. Yeah, it's slower. This looks like B-roll from a music video or something. All right, me with the same sticks. Same pillows. That is significantly way more powerful than what you're doing. How am I doing that? I'm also using molar grip too. Okay, add some molar grip in there. I clean took off the heads. That's hilarious.
I did one of them.
Oh. Now, forget the Met. Strike this thing down with, now start it from here. But you gotta wait till the last second. This turns because this is just in space. I'm not gonna move my hand at all. I'm not gonna telescope it over here or move this wrist. It's just here. And then this drops, and therefore this gets replaced. This is going down. This is staying exactly in the spot. Okay, the same pivot. It just gets taken. You're just putting, we're throwing the ball, baby. So start here. Get lower to the ground. Sit on your feet. All right, now aim and slap these things. Yep. Uh-huh. Now he's looking like Danny Carey. See, and that one got away from you because it was so powerful. Uh-huh. Yes. Yes. Put some abs into it. Workout today. You're going to sleep well tonight.
Apps?
Yeah, now initiate with abs and now fling it. Uh-huh. Now rise, now set up, and then drop as you do it. Like, now initiate it through the dropping of this. Uh-huh. Yeah, that's threatening. That's a threat. I don't want to be any part of that. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Now you look like you mean business. Now here's why you've never done this in your entire life. It's because if you had played that loud on real drums, you would have just been kicked out of existence. No one would want you around. You'd be breaking drums. You'd be breaking heads, breaking sticks. Who would do that? So now we get to fully flex the full potential of our, this is Sparta. Go watch that movie. All right, I'll do the same technique. I'll drop down. Ooh, that one was a winner right there. Okay, we got 27 minutes. Yeah. Okay. So here's why you and all your peers totally suck. Is because you haven't been probed to hit something for real, to take it to the farthest end of the motion, the action, the performance. This is like just magnitude beyond what would be ever necessary. In real drumming, I've never hit a drum that hard. I've hit some concert bass drums and some tams, boom, two of them at the same time. That's the way to wake you up. Like crazy hard, like ape status. But it was still sensitive to, because I could have hit it way harder, but then that would have just distorted the drum, and then I'm getting a bad sound. So I've never hit a drum this hard before as we're hitting these pillows. Never. But in never doing it, never doing this motion, then you never realize, the power of kinetic linking and whipping things and hitting things for real. At your show, at the gig, what was I going to say? Oh, the way you and he looked, and you didn't really get a chance to demonstrate anything because you're just doing brushes when you jump on the kit. you guys both share the same quality of having weak hands and therefore compensating it with arms. It's this diamond crushing power with these two digits is what needs to be like rock solid while maintaining, right? You know, holding that coin and then getting those fingers to flop. Flexed, relaxed at the same time. That juxtaposition, this needs to get strong, and then your brain needs to get used to this is strong, this is loose. All right, try that. Squeeze a flea in between your thing, just like crush something, and now wiggle these around. While, like, you try to wiggle them as fast as you can. While crushing, don't lose power, more power. Okay, pinch my finger. And now wiggle your fingers. Okay, stop wiggling your fingers. Now crush down as hard as you can. Yeah, that's way harder than it was. Keep that same pressure. Now wiggle the fingers. Yeah, that's decent. Yeah, it's a decent isolation of neighboring things. We just think of our hand as a singular thing. No, there's 5 things here, and to group them. Drummers have 2 fingers, right? Fulcrum finger, trigger finger. So, what you guys are doing, you guys are looking like you're just hanging, like you can't hang on to this thing. You're just like, I have to like hang on to this thing. It's so heavy. It's so unwieldy. It's so bouncy. It wants to get away from me. It's like you don't have a handle on the stick yet. If you don't have a handle on the stick, then the conversation just goes nowhere. So, in your getting strong, also hang from pull-up bars. Just hang there. Sure, do some pull-ups, do some chin-ups, but time under pressure. Like, hang from a pull-up bar. See if you can just last the whole minute. 2. See, just this is the way you progress. Is you track your data. And I know that I can shoot 23 free throws in a row out in my basketball court here. And now I have something to work on. I have a record to beat. If you have a record to beat, that's when progress happens. People who don't have records to beat, who don't have any expectations for their lives, don't go anywhere. So, do that. Oh, we still got 20 minutes.
Did you want to look at the piece?
Yeah, bust out the thing. And let's just sit back there. It's more comfortable for you. Okay. Did I show you this yet?
Yep.
Oh, that's right. I had it at the restaurant. This takes me back to 7th grade. Yeah. I had a considerable start on you. Yeah. That doesn't mean anything. Don't put any weight into that. An old dog can be treated to learn new tricks. as long as you're athletic and your brain works, we're going somewhere. Okay. Okay, let's just get it right into what the rolls mean. And then get into the technique to how to do them. Like if you know what the exercise is and you know what you're working towards, so it's better. Creating goals. Can I perform a 5-stroke roll? Can I perform a 7-stroke, a 9, 11, 13, and 15, and 17, and 19 if I'm being cheeky? That means 17, okay. If we're thinking in quadrants of 4s, in cells of 4s, 4/16, no, that's right. 4 times 4 is
16
plus 1.
plus 1. 4 times 4 is 16 plus 1 is 17.
Ding, ding, ding. 17-stroke roll. Comprised of 4 cells of 4 plus a dismount.
Yeah.
This. That was 17 beats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I'm double the math. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Dismount. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So just do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And count it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Now, what you're going to do is you're going to then double each of those. Yep. Okay. So you know where this is going. You know the destination of that. Okay, explain a 9.
It's 2 sets of 4.
Play a 9-stroke roll. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm counting the number of right hands that cycle. So for a 17-stroke roll, I'm pulsing my hand 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 9 is 3. What's a 7-stroke roll? What's that all about?
That would be, you could do triplets.
Yes.
A triplet with a double stroke, and then a 1 on the
Yeah,
other.
you're just doubling all the beats of your triplet. 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 5. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. Okay. Take this, neat legs together. Okay. Hit that circle. In fact, just hit a larger target. Just hit right there. Or here. There you go. Okay, now, pinkies. This all we're doing is push pull. We're getting okay. There's 2 ways to do this. We can stick out each one, where we go 1, 2, 2 different 2 actions. 1, 2, 1, 2. Or we can do like 7 instead of 2. We can do 3. And so on and forth. But when we get to the buzz rolls, which we want to think of those as a true buzz roll. We could think of those as open rolls. An open roll just is 2. And of course, I want to be moving. Yeah. Now, that has no chance in hell at being remotely musical if you are touching more than just here. What you can do is you can just use a little bit of your middle finger to tuck it right in there to make this like one finger with like less pressure. Like more, the most pressure is here, and then you have like half pressure here, just to give it a little bit more leverage, because this is a big stick. But now from this position, where your hand is fully curled, now keep this in place, and then keep this in place, and now move to that position without moving these out. Let me have your hand. Don't move your fingers out. Move them down, like down and away, as opposed to out here. Down and away, because then your fingers are right there when you want the technique to change. And now, okay, for the sake of being a purist about it, now fan these out, just keep those straight, and now give me a buzz. Now make the buzz tighter. Like tighter and sooner, and like have it die sooner. Okay, do it with two hands. Do the four finger fulcrum. For the sake of good science, I'll use the same stick as you. And good demonstration. So now you have to like dig your thumbs in, putting a little bit more weight to like really dig that in. And now make it a 6-finger fulcrum. Now make it the index and the middle acting in concert as one finger. So now you have more, now you got more cantilever to dig into. Where's the cantilever?
No.
This is a cantilever. This precipice is the cantilever, or this mechanism. That's a cantilever. So, so now we have more power to do this. Now we have more to work with. This is a cantilever. Just that. 2 points, the one ahead, the one that's towards the most mass, this now it's just going to fall. The most amount of mass, if that's under and this is further back and that's over, that ain't going anywhere. That's a cantilever. Oh, and so you have cantilever power here. Like when you have the 6-finger fulcrum and then you want more power, you can go forward and have the thumbs go ahead. So now you have more digging power. So that's like a reverse cantilever. That's like the cantilever, but with force downward as opposed to defying gravity. Relax your face, chill. Okay, now put that in your regular hand and get some bzz bzz. Yeah, that sounded a little bit better. Show me onto the hand. Just show me that shape. Like my hands don't have to go my fingers, my trigger finger, my one trigger finger, doesn't have to go too far away. Now I'm going to have a little bit of this in there. So that's what my buzz looks like under my hand. These are still here. They're not here. And it's natural to do that because it gets them out of the way, clearly. but they can still be out of the way here. As long as this has one pivot point like this, we're good. And the more fingers I add to it, the more pressing power I have. You know, I could do a roll that way, but then I got to move my hands really fast because if this dies, that's a long sustain. That just dies. Now I have to speed up this pulse for it to have any sort of assimilation to being a buzz roll. So the pace, if you can do this, is just bouncing. Try threes first. We'll just skip twos for now. Try to get threes. Just work on true bounced threes. If your goal is to bust out some nice buzz rolls, then this is a buzz roll exercise, not a push-pull exercise. Because in order to do a buzz roll, there's no wrist that happens in a buzz roll. The buzz roll does not look like this. Buzz roll looks like this. The arms are going, because as soon as I bend this wrist, then this structure becomes weaker. Right? Did that before. So this must be straight in order for this to be maximally strong. And our hands need to be in full crushing ability if we're going to do a buzz roll effectively, musically. Okay. Now do this, like the least amount of fulcrum possible, and just do three. Okay, now stick in the other hand. Now go beep, 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 and a little bit louder. You are not going 1, 2, 3. You're just going down once and letting this pivot. It wants to go this way, but you're not letting it. You're giving it a little bit of pressure, a little bit of cantilever, reverse cantilever, down. So there's this resistance. There's this energy that's pent up here, and it's bouncing around like a bouncing ball. Do this for now. Just allow yourself that luxury to just like clear hands, clear fingers, like definitely away, consciously away. All right, now with bigger strokes. And that sounds dope on a snare drum when I have the power to just have it zhuzh on me. Because if every snare, like a marching snare drum, sucks to buzz roll on it because you can just hear every single little thing. Like we can hear every single little tick and flaw there. But with a buzz roll, we're just meant to get the snares rattling at a super fast frequency to where the drum is doing the roll, not you. Mm-hmm. It's just our way of getting the snares going at a fast rate. The fastest rate the best buzz roll you could possibly do. I used this once, and I got a compliment. I got a compliment from the conductor. He said, "That's the most beautiful, pianissimo buzz roll I've ever heard. Bravo, sir." I was like, "Yeah, I know, I'm good." Okay. Did I use any sticks? No. How did I do it if I didn't use sticks? I didn't even touch the drum. How did I get the best buzz roll possible?
You didn't touch the drum?
I didn't touch the drum. Not with my body. Not with any implement that I was holding.
You used a tuning
You're on the right path. You're on the right path. Wink, wink.
Use that.
I just sang like the note of the French horn that was happening during the song. How is that not the most perfect buzz roll? We don't need hands and sticks to do this. You could just go. No, it's not much articulation. There's not much attack happening on those. No, it's way more percussive, way more attacky. So you know the math of the rolls and why they are called that. Okay, so let's just do it right here on a real drum. And you can mount it somewhat comfortably. We won't get too much padding. And okay, that's not gonna work. I'll just do it off my leg, my foot. These snares, if I just start turning them, then they're gonna go away, right? Might as well just have it off. So right now, I'm gonna have those two loose, then I'm start turning up as I'm tapping this. And right when I hear the perfect zhuzh, and it just stops relatively soon, because right here, like that was 3 seconds of a rattle. No, I just want a fraction of a second. Sure. The rattling, we hear the ring of the drum, we hear this head vibrating, but the zhuzh is, it's a little long, right? Okay, here's super short. Now the drum sounds choked and like literally being choked, as if it has a throat. Okay, so now you have a chance at a sweet buzz roll. If your drum is just, this is cranked or off, I mean, no. And it doesn't matter if I hold the sticks this way or, it doesn't matter, because it's just an implement to me. I could do this with top sticks decently, better than the average. And you can do a one-handed roll. But then as you go, you have to release pressure as it's going. If I want all 8, now it's down, now it's the reverse. Now I'm speeding up and doing, a decelerando. So then I can just time it and gauge it to when, and then it just spits out 8 even notes. Okay, starting the other way. One-handed 7-stroke roll. An open roll. Okay, now I'll rush the ending. now I'm putting too much pressure down. So I have to like gauge how much pressure is going in it and like where it is, where is the positioning away from the head and how much pressure I'm putting down. And so if you can just like get like one hand to obey, then you can put two hands together and that's going to sound dope.
Yeah.
So just play around with, you can give yourself the luxury of just being clear that you don't have to think about those and just add this, see what that does, add too many deliberately. Go from a super weak fulcrum, teach all this, teach your sister how to do a buzz roll, teach her how to do this. Little 5-stroke roll.
Okay.
Get her to do 5 even beats, which means you got to get 5 even beats first. So now you have an incentive to work on it if you know you're going to teach it to someone. Why is teaching the ultimate learning?
You have to make it make sense to yourself. I mean, you have to make it make sense out loud. It has to make perfect sense in your head, I suppose. Or yeah, you like have to convey it. Or yeah.
More detailed, what is the benefit? Or I'll ask a better question. How does that equal good things? Like, why is it beneficial to you to put yourself in a position to have to explain it to someone else? Because when you explain it to someone else, you
understand.
You explain it to yourself.
Yeah.
It has to make sense in your brain if you expect someone else to be able to get the heck what you're trying to say. Mm-hmm. You have to know something. Mm-hmm. So if you put yourself in a position of teaching someone, like if you had a weekly student, all right, you get a student, you charge them $20 for an hour, and then if you guys go 2 hours, then you're like, okay, 40. But he's got to know that. You just tell him, you just stay as long as you want to. $20 for an hour from our time. We'll stay till midnight if you want. Get a student and teach them all this stuff, because then you put yourself in a predictable position to where, well, if you can't do the thing you're just about to go teach, well, then you better figure it out. Now you have an incentive to figure out. You're giving yourself external motivation. Mm-hmm. You're creating obligations. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm obliged to you to know what the hell I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. And if I was going to show you something and I wasn't up to it, yeah, I would sit here and work on it. Mm-hmm. That probably won't happen for the next few years, but yeah, because I've already done all those things a million times. Although, in putting myself in a teaching position, there's things there's inevitably things today. There's probably like 50 different things, 50 different like refining of concepts that occurred today. Mm-hmm. Like me trying to get you to throw a ball, like, I mean, it's close. I'm not saying that it's like, whoa, gee whiz, this guy sucks. What I'm saying is just like using words and visuals to get you to do the same thing, like that really puts me in the hot seat. It puts me in a state where I need to immediately, in this moment, conjure the logic of the thing. So much so that, and then the extra ability to then convey it into this like audio hieroglyphics that we call words to each other. Like the process, like the computing power that it takes to explain something to someone is is bonkers. So, and I've gotten to be a way better player because of the years I've been teaching. Probing myself to make damn sure I know what I'm talking about. Putting myself in a position of accountability, because I'm taking on the responsibility of doing a thing. So don't be late.
Okay.
Yeah, get one hand buzzing first,
Mm-hmm.
right? How many times have we done hands together things yet? Everything's mostly just isolation. Just do isolated buzzes with one hand. Get your right hand doing it. Get it, because you want to feel confident sooner than later. So if you get your right hand doing it, which is the more capable hand, then you feel better about it sooner, and then the right hand is that much more prepared to then teach the left hand what to do.
Okay. Got it.
And what is the ultimate virtue of the 7 that is like the crux of accomplishment in this arena? Patience. Ding, ding, ding.
Okay.
Adios.